Okay, good morning. Good morning from our mini chicken coop. It's made some more progress. Today's video, we are going to feed the chickens and go check for eggs. So let's see what we get. This is our lunchtime check. They've already had one feed already this morning, and this is my daughter Addison giving me bunny ears. So come along, let's do it. Okay, here we are to our big chicken coop, and you can check the eggs from this side or from the back side. And our chickens are giving us a greeting this morning. Are you guys hungry? You have food in there. They are not eating it. What is the deal? Are you being picky? Okay, how many eggs we get? Okay. Well, with our eggs that we grabbed today, we decided to have fried eggs for lunch. So, looks pretty yummy. And we'll take the eggshells and I put them on a pan like this at 350 in the oven, and they bake for about 10 minutes, and then we feed them back to the chickens. Take a look at my husband's lunch where he had toast. I just had one without toast, so I'm trying to lose some weight. Okay, feed for the chickens is pretty simple. I've DIY'd my own feed. I realize we have a chicken community that is very opinionated, and but this is what I've done. I go to MyFitnessPal, and it's okay if you have opinions. Go ahead and put them down below, because I know you will anyway, and that's okay because we like to collaborate. So I usually alternate between tuna or peas as my main protein source, and so if I'm going to do a meal for peas, I give them a half a can for one feeding for our 6 adult chickens. I still feed the baby chicks something from the store, but anyhow, adult chickens, what I figured out is a half can of peas plus a half cup of flaxseed plus a half cup of, this is our trash can where we keep some of our stuff. I have sunflower seeds, black sunflower seeds. There's Milo, and there's diatomaceous earth down there. So I do half cup peas, half cup flax seeds, half cup sunflower seeds, half cup Milo, and a half cup corn. And we have corn in these other trash can containers, and that works pretty well. When I don't do peas, sometimes I do tuna because there's different nutrients and things, so I alternate it up. This is a very large can. It's like $1.98 at my Walmart, and so the protein content is higher than peas is, and so I do 1/3 of a can per feeding, and with some of the same ratios as before, but I have to add in a little more carbs, and I don't usually do the flax when I do this because I already have some of the omega-3s in here. And so that's kind of how I do it. I'd encourage you to check that out if you want to DIY your own feed, or there's a number of recipes online. Sometimes we give them some electrolytes on occasion, but it's been cold here, so we haven't needed this as much, but in the summer we may do more of that. The chicken coop, and I have some lettuce scraps and some beef broth I found in the freezer. That was probably homemade, so I'm going to give that to the chickens, and they're going to have a nice treat. Okay, you want some? There you go. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. Oh, there they go. Hello. Oh, they're fighting over it. It's right down there. They're like, where did it go? You guys are dumb. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hi, Betty. This is Jill's and I's, I don't know, beef stuff in the freezer. They're having a great time. They think the fat is yummy. Kind of one of those things. They cook chicken, hello, that we don't want to eat, the gristly part. Cook it and bring it out here, and they love that. They chase each other around. It's nasty stuff that I probably wouldn't want to eat. And thought I would cook something with, but I didn't. Here they are, having a great time. Yeah, that's pretty good. Betty, did she find some bugs? Yeah, okay. Are you gonna join the fun? Yeah? And here are the baby chicks. They're having a great time eating their food. And of course, every time I come in here to film, they've made a giant mess of their stuff. But you can see they've gotten a lot more feathers. I'll get a closer look. This is an extra large dog cage that they're in, and they seem to do okay. Of course, they start peeping as soon as I open the cage. Oh my goodness. And they have learned to fly a lot. They have flying lessons every time I change the water. And they have tried, oh my goodness, to take adventures outside the cage. So I have to be careful. I'm concerned about this chick over here. It just has a problem with one of its legs. It still eats and drinks, and every once in a while falls on its side like that. I don't know if you can see that. If Vice President here will just stay inside the cage and not fly out like she tries to. But this one is not the one crying. But lays like this, which is really strange, but can get up on its own and walks around, like I said, eats and drinks. But I don't understand what to do with it. It has like an odd spur on its back leg. Yes, I know, you can move if you want to, especially when I want to hold you. But, and see, it can walk around just fine. But it's like a little unsteady and like falls to the side. These others, they run around, they fly around, and they like, so I think it works as long as we don't have too many right now or have some escape. But if we had too many birds, I think that gray one in the back right there might get trampled or not get enough food or water. But we're watching the situation. This is one that looks like it. I think this one we got from the two gray and the splash cushion we got from the farm. And this little gray one kind of does some of the same things, lays on its side weird, stretches out its legs. I don't know, it's just weird. It kind of freaks me out, makes me think it's not doing well, but it likes to take naps that way. And I don't know if it's just a thing. Both of them have the weird spur off to the side where it looks like a fourth toe. But again, they both get up and they can walk around. This one over here is far more unsteady on its feet than this gray one. So I'm not sure about that, but like I said, they move around. They can roost if they want to. They can fly a little bit. So maybe I'm just being overprotective here, but I just don't want something to be wrong. And it's just weird when they sleep like that. Anybody else have experiences like that? I don't know, but yeah, so we have 5 chicks in here and they're growing, and they will be 5 weeks here. And we turn the heat lamp off a little bit sometimes, especially if we've had warmer days, and trying to wean them off of it little by little. So thanks for watching. Just an update on how I feed my chickens. I'd be interested in knowing what you use. Was that feed conspiracy that we experienced this winter, did that affect you? It did not affect me, but I heard a lot of interesting cases. And we did find an increased laying habit by changing to a homemade feed versus the store-bought feed we were using. Now, we weren't using one of the ones that people talked about online that may have been a problem or may have not had the protein that it said. That's what I read, but again, I wasn't using those kinds. But we have had some benefit, and our hens are pretty happy with the homemade feed. And for now, it's working great. So I'd be interested to know your opinions. Just comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.